Welcome back to my motel renovation series where my husband and I are renovating a 30-year-old motel room at my family business. First and probably biggest project we're going to tackle is this bathroom. It needs to be completely gutted and redone. I am determined for us to have a bath. Mum doesn't want a bath. A lot of you said get rid of the bath. But when you go on vacation, don't you want to have a bath? I want a bath. I actually think the way this one is right now is really nice, but we have to rip it all up because of the plumbing thing. So I thought it could actually be salvaged, but we'll be getting all new stuff instead.
So what we need to do is we've got to get all this ripped up and see what's leaking underneath. It's somewhere in the shower and see how it's causing all this unsightly stuff. We've tried everything to get that off. Acid and stuff, nothing works.
Love the little homemade notes from Mum.
Don't show that.
No, I love it.
You know. Well, that was just so that they know we don't fix
no,
it.
it's good, it's good.
The options are we get rid of the bath, make the vanity bigger and have a nicer, longer shower. Probably without the door, bring it out a little bit, and then you've got more space. If you want to keep the bath, then you're going to have a small vanity.
I think that would be fine. The plumber's coming in the next few weeks. We've got to select tiles, we've got to select a vanity.
Cheaper, and then you can get something. I don't like it very much. I reckon that's overdone.
So there's the current bathroom. Here's the two tiles I liked the look of. This one's more expensive because it's thicker. It's more like neutral gray. This is a cooler gray, but it still does have some beige in it, which I wanted. I asked you guys on my Insta stories which tile we think. I think we are gonna go for the more expensive one. It's a little bit more warm than the other one because I have to keep this carpet. So that is going to direct a lot of our choices for here. The Reese website has this 3D planning thing that I was using just to get an idea of the layout and the sizes of the basin, the bath, the shower, and how things might look in the space. So then Mum took me to some of the different stores and showrooms. We selected a really great shower from the Reese store. This curved glass is beautiful, still has that open look, but we'll keep the water in. I'm deciding on tapware. The round and this kind of traditional looking handle, but we've gone for this one. Shower for the bath, for the basin. So going back to that trusty Reese app thing, I got to add in the Reese shower because we picked a Reese shower. I was actually able to put that exact product in there, but the rest of it's just like placeholders for whatever we choose. And as you can see, we wanted that little niche to go all the way along the wall, but we're just hoping that that will work out because we do still have to wait till the plumbers give the okay for all these design choices. But yeah, that's how it might look. I really wanted a bathtub just because it's a big 4-bedroom apartment and people have families and kids and stuff, so I do think it's necessary. It's potentially our last look at the bathroom. We'll be back to see what has gone down while we're away. I'm leaving Mum in control right now. So while Seba and I took the kids away for our work trip and to visit the fams, the plumbers came and the guys came and knocked out everything to completely gut it, see what was wrong with the plumbing and see what can be done and prepare for our new design. Seba and I just got back from overseas a few days ago. Whoa. Everything got torn up. They figured out what the problem was. We've ordered the tiles, we've ordered the shower, the bath's on its way, the toilet's on its way, and the vanity is on its way. Cool. So now we're just waiting for the tradies to say they're available to come and do all that. We've got a vanity coming and I want to give a shout out to these guys because one of my followers owns the Sydney Home Centre. And they've given us an amazing vanity to go here that's going to look so nice. It's got like the shiplap design on it that I think looks really nice and coastal. And I think it's perfect for this room. It's so beautiful. So can't wait for that to come in really soon. Now this room looks so much bigger now that it's empty.
Yeah, it does.
So we've got the custom vanity coming in. We've received the shower. We're just waiting for the screen and the toilet. Wet cement, no walk. Santino almost walked on it before. So for the small bathroom, Mum had already ordered a bunch of these shower heads, so I didn't get to choose that. But it's by Nicholas, and it's this big square one. So here's the shower head. Nice, huh? I've gone and selected the ones that I want for the master bathroom. They'll be in 5 days and we can start to install things, I'm pretty sure, once the tiles are done. As you can see, we were not allowed to do the niche in the wall. There was something about what was behind it, we couldn't do it, so we had to do this jutting out kind of shelf, which I think is fine. It doesn't go all the way and it does make the bathroom even more narrow, but it's okay. We really wanted that ledge. And then this is the smaller bathroom in the first bedroom, and then with the finished tiles we went for the glossy white up the top, and then that terrazzo, kind of natural terrazzo looking one there. Seba's just painting the windows because they were black, so everything's gonna be nice and white. We had to try to find one of those wall attaching baths like this because it's such a narrow bathroom, but we got one and we got it in the shorter size, which is great because there's not that much space. And then after that, it's just the shower, and I'm so happy with this Reese. I mean, Reese has really good options. So we got that curved glass shower. It's a really cool statement. The shower guy had never seen anything like it before. So it's really slick and like ties in so nicely with the curves of the bathtub and all that. Once the shower was installed, the very last item we're waiting for is the vanity from Sydney Home Centre, and it arrived. The item name on their website is the Ceto Acacia Vanity by Poseidon. It ties in perfectly with the bedrooms once you see those. The bath is in, the vanity's in, waiting for just the handrails and the mirror. So I'm gonna be the first person to sit in this tub. It doesn't feel too small. It's a good size. Gosh, it's very comfortable.
Beautiful.
Nice.
What do you think of the bathroom?
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
So there's the toilet buttons.
Wow, right?
Now with that small bathroom attached to the first bedroom, we decided to go ahead and match it to the rest of the motel to keep everything nice and cohesive. So we've got a small corner vanity. Mum had these designed, and it was pretty much just the best way to optimize the space in the bathroom, but also it matches the other rooms in the motel, which is good. Now this shaving cabinet mirror situation was such a hassle. I just wanted like a plain rectangle one, but Mum got this curved one, which is of course beautiful, but if you could see when we open the mirror, shelves start like an entire foot up above the ledge, and it just looks so stupid. You can't like reach any of the shelves, and I also think the curves on the edge of the mirror just don't match the vanity, so I wanted something more simple and plain, but I had to find it.
Oh my god, I'm so sweaty. So Mum and I have had multiple arguments about this. I won't film you. But we've had big, I can't film because of the bloody music.
So after many verbal punch-ons with Mum, we went to Bunnings and just started looking for like basic plain ones. And this was the one that we liked, but we wanted it in white and in the size one step down from this, so that when you open the mirror, it's not going to slam against the wall on the right hand side because the vanity is right up against the wall. So we bought it. It was pretty affordable. It was like $200 or $300, I think, and then brought it home, unboxed it, getting ready to put it up. This is like the last thing that's going to go into the bathroom. So excited, and I got the wrong one. I was so freaking pissed, man. Like, it's one door because I guess they didn't have the 2-door for the smaller size, and I just grabbed it and I didn't even like double check. I was so pissed, but it is what it is. And at this point I was like, fuck it, this is our cabinet now. But yeah, oh my god, this stupid cabinet almost caused me to like go and emancipate myself from my mum. We were so upset with each other over it. So I was still sort of trying to decide, do I want to keep it or do I want to return it and try something else? But we tested it out and we thought it looked good, so we ended up with this one. Not bad. Yeah. Oh my god, this is difficult. So with the mirror in, that's the last major step. Little reminder of how the bathroom looked before. I cannot believe that I can finally say the bathrooms are finished. I still have to style them and add all the little details. Here it is. Now I just need suggestions for decor. It looks so much more fresh and crisp. I'm so happy with it. I love how the shape of all these kind of tie in. And then we've got the paneled vanity from Sydney Home Centre that matches the headboards in the bedrooms, so it ties in. The bathtub, despite being shorter, is wider, so it's really good, and it has this great feature where you can swing this out because it's a small bath. It just gives you a little bit more space. And I did check, and the water doesn't spray out if you leave it there by accident, but it's really handy for kids because they don't knock their heads on it. How pretty is that? I love the curved glass on the shower. We do need to cover that, you know, it's still the old one. It's not cute, but apparently they don't just sell covers, according to Mum, but I'm gonna research that, try to find it. The window still looks a bit old, but I'm just gonna cover it with decor and hope that it looks better. Seba did paint the metal white, but it's not great. Standing in the middle of the bathroom here, this is what it looks like. Here is the smaller bathroom. I didn't really put much of my own input onto this bathroom. I just let Mum do what she did in the rest of the motel rooms. So the other motel rooms look a little something like this with the corner thing. And then, you know, I selected the tiles and stuff. But this is just like laminate stuff. And then Mum just put that mirror there, but I think I'm gonna swap it out for a corner one that actually has some storage because there's little to no storage in here. And I think that exposed pipe is ugly as all hell, but Mum thinks it's a statement, so, okay. Here's what it looks like behind. That's it for the bathroom renovation. Now I'm gonna do the styling of the bathrooms, and I've already kind of selected like a coastal light blue color with, you know, corals and natural shells and stuff, a la my mood board here, to tie in with the bedroom that's going to be right next to it. So they'll have the same like color scheme, and I think it's going to be really pretty. So send me ideas. I've been shopping on Adairs, I've been shopping on Pillow Talk, Temple and Webster, but if you've got any other suggestions, put them in the comments because I need new places to shop. I'm constantly checking those same couple of ones, so give me more tips.